The purpose of this presentation is to serve as preparation for the board retreat on strategic goal setting, Wednesday, December 11th from 6 to 9 p.m. in the new district office. Cumberland Valley School District is embarking on a process to develop a strategic plan that is informed by the shared understandings and core values of the Board of School Directors. It will communicate the school district's intention for students, parents, staff, and the community. It will take into account the dynamic environment in which planning and implementation of the strategic plan occurs. It will represent a data-driven, problem-solving process that generates specific, measurable solutions from which sound decisions can be made. Further, the strategic plan will allow for the well-organized flow of information to all decision makers. It will function well within the committee structure of the board, for the board as a whole, central office personnel, the administrative team, faculty, and staff. Most importantly, the strategic plan will serve as a means to make ongoing organizational decisions, maximize the efficient and effective use of resources, and work as a tool for annual planning and evaluation. The strategic plan will meet all the requirements of the Pennsylvania Department of Education, and it will be sustainable. The primary purpose of this workshop is to begin to establish strategic goals for the Cumberland Valley School District's strategic plan. The strategic planning process model that we'll be using is ongoing. There are 3 distinct phases in the planning process. The first is the one that we're addressing through this workshop, strategic goal setting. Through shared information and genuine communication, the Board of School Directors seeks common ground among competing ideas and interests to establish feasible and attainable parameters of what the school district can become in the future. By developing shared understanding, core values, and common beliefs in regards to teaching and learning, developmental responsiveness, organizational structure, culture, politics, and leadership and expertise, strategic goals can be established that inform the strategic planning process. Strategic goals collectively define the educational vision from which a strategic plan is developed. Strategic goals are a means of communicating core values and understandings and beliefs to those responsible for developing the plan. They communicate the school district's broad intention for students, parents, staff, and the community, provide direction for the school district as a whole, and inform data collection and analysis for strategic planning. The second phase, strategic planning, is to broaden and deepen parents, staff, students, and the community's understanding of academic, developmental, physical, social, cultural, political, and economic variables that impact the educational programs that the Cumberland Valley School District delivers. While this phase encompasses all that the Pennsylvania Department of Education requires for comprehensive planning, it goes beyond by developing strategic objectives for strategic goals that are set by the Board of School Directors. The third phase of the planning process is ongoing. It begins when the strategic plan is put in place and continues throughout the duration for which the plan is written. It is an ongoing data collection, analysis, and reporting in order to inform the Board of School Directors, parents, staff, students, and the community of the school district's fulfillment of the strategic objectives and progress towards fulfilling the educational vision that was designed into the plan. The purpose of our work together during the retreat will be to develop strategic goals. Strategic goals are established as consensus is built around shared understanding, core values, and common beliefs regarding teaching and learning, developmental responsiveness, organizational structure, culture, politics, and leadership. Strategic goal setting establishes feasible and attainable parameters of what the school district can become in the future. Strategic goals focus attention on what is important. They provide purpose, direct and motivate staff, students, and the community, and increase a sense of shared responsibility for student learning. While strategic goals are critical to everything that follows, the one thing they do not do is provide a specific course of action. All planning and leadership theory aside, when identifying and acting on strategic goals, it simply comes down to consistently asking 6 very common questions. These questions address the critical functions of the Cumberland Valley School District. They define who we are, what we believe, and how we operate. The answers must guide us at every level of the organization. Those 6 critical questions ask, what do we need to do to maintain academic excellence? How do we assure that all students have equal opportunity to be exposed to the same rich curriculum, learning experiences, and educational opportunities? How do we preserve what makes the Cumberland Valley School District unique? What common beliefs do we all share? How do we best use available resources to maintain academic excellence, be developmentally responsive, and stay true to what makes us unique? Finally, how do we work together to provide our children the best possible opportunity to become healthy, productive, and well-rounded citizens? Here's some examples that might help you begin to formulate strategic goals in each of the area. How do we maintain academic excellence? When we ask this question, we address the alignment of curriculum, instruction, assessment, and professional development in order to promote students' measured acquisition of academic standards and the development of essential life skills necessary to become healthy, productive, and well-rounded citizens. Examples of strategic goals in teaching and learning that address a well-articulated curriculum might state that a well-articulated curriculum is one that maintains academic, agricultural, arts, athletics, and military programs whose excellence is recognized on the state and national level. A well-articulated curriculum that aligns with state and local standards. One that is developmentally appropriate. One that allows every child to explore academic, scientific, technical, artistic, entrepreneurial, and social interests. While those examples are ones that you probably would expect, strategic goals can also begin to push current thinking by providing direction, like providing customized educational programming for secondary students through a blending of traditional and digital learning environments, or providing customized educational program for secondary students that includes opportunities to attain 21st century vocational and technical skills and certifications, completion of college credits, associate's degrees, and experiential learning through cooperative education, apprenticeships, career shadowing, community service, and travel. For organizational structures, we ask ourselves the question, how do we best use available resources to maintain academic excellence, be developmentally responsive, and stay true to what makes us unique? When we ask that a question, we address how do we best support and sustain the efficient and effective operation of the school district as it moves to fulfill its educational vision. Examples of strategic goals for organizational structures. We best use available resources to maintain academic excellence, be developmentally responsive, and stay true to what makes us unique by balancing the economic challenges that the district faces with the need to provide our children with the best possible academic and support programs. By reducing operation costs as a means of sustaining academic programs. by building capacity in administrators and supervisors to address employee issues for the purpose of improving performance, by better utilizing the school district calendar and daily schedules for teaching and learning, or by utilizing teacher input to design a fiscally sound budget which enhances student achievement. If the examples do not help you to start to get your mind wrapped around the concept of strategic goals, look at each of the six critical questions and ask yourself, what are my fundamental beliefs regarding the answer to each of those questions? For example, the question for leadership and expertise asks, how do we work together to provide our children the best possible opportunity to become healthy, productive, and well-rounded citizens? Ask yourself, what are my fundamental beliefs regarding how parents, students, teachers, administrators, board, and citizens should work together to provide our children the best possible opportunities? If you want to extend that thought further, ask yourself, what would I expect of myself and of others who are acting on those beliefs? You can then rephrase each of the six critical questions to address your fundamental beliefs regarding curriculum, programs, policy, procedures, budget, calendar, communications, just about any aspect of the essential questions that are being asked for each of the six areas that will ultimately be collecting data. Hopefully that will help you start to think about developing strategic objectives and classifying them by each of the areas that represent the functions of the school district. As we continue to develop the strategic plan, the next steps will be to collect baseline data on how well we are currently maintaining academic excellence, how well we are assuring that all students have equal opportunities, what it is that makes us truly unique, how are we making the best use of the available resources, what common ground do we all share, and how well do we work together to provide our children the best possible opportunity to become healthy, productive, and well-rounded citizens. As we collect that data, we also need to discuss the development of a format which will allow the strategic plan to be developed both at the district and at the building level through traditional and digital means and be accessible to the public. The planning process will involve a wide range of stakeholders and will provide through surveys and digital means the opportunity for the public and the faculty, staff, and students to provide input into the tasks and goals necessary to attain the vision that the school board sets. I look forward to working further with you on Wednesday night and moving this process forward. I hope that you found this format and this information helpful in getting your thoughts together in preparation for our retreat. Enjoy your weekend and the holiday season. See you next Wednesday.